All right. Well, hi, Alice. How are you doing today?
Hi. Okay. Thanks.
It's good to hear. I wanted to take a moment to just thank you. I appreciate you coming in today. I think that it's a big step to make. It must be a scary step to make to come in and talk with somebody about these issues that have been going on. But it sounds like there's been some hiccups lately. Would you mind telling me a bit about those hiccups?
Yeah. I feel like things have just been a little more overwhelming for me lately. Um, it's been harder to find a happy medium. It's been harder not to use because I feel like I've got so much going on. I'm picking up extra hours at work. My mom's needing a lot more attention. She's not been doing well, and my daughter's involved with a lot more things at school, and it's only me, and not anybody else can help out, and I feel like I'm under a lot of stress, and I'm overwhelmed.
It sounds like that's a lot to deal with. So how would you say that using's been factoring into all this?
Well, it's been my coping mechanism, my blanket, sort of on particularly rough days at work. It's the one thing I feel like that kind of gets me through. I look forward to doing that at the end of the day, and I don't want to do that. I've on occasion done it at work a few times, and it's just not always a good outcome, you know. I want to be able to walk through life without that. I don't want to be either or. I don't want to be either stressed out or strung out, you know.
Could you tell me a bit more about how it's not been a good outcome?
Well, since I've been working so much, I feel like I don't get to spend a lot of quality time with my daughter right now, but work's been so stressful that when I get home and I use, then I am completely out of it, and I'm not giving her the quality time that she needs. And she's tried. She'll come up and try to talk to me and try to engage, and I'm just not mentally in a place that I could be bothered, you know. On the flip side, if I don't, then I'm so stressed out that I'm yelling at her, and we both end up crying, you know. So it's not a good situation.
It sounds like a rough place to be in. How does your mother feel about it? Does she know?
I think she does. You know, she's kind of got issues of her own, so you know she can give her input, but she doesn't really have any alternatives for me, you know. So of course she'll just give her, you shouldn't be doing that sort of thing, and that's all she's got. I'm like, well, I'm taking care of you, I'm taking care of her, what else you got for me?
So it sounds like, would it be safe to say that you're not really receiving any sort of support?
Nope.
Do you feel like there is a place where you can go to get support? Do you feel like you've got any friends or anybody else that is able to be there for you when you're having trouble?
I don't know. I mean, I used to, but it seems like everybody's pretty busy these days too. They've got their own things. And there's one other girl at work that I talk to on occasion, and she seems to be. She doesn't really know anything about this, but as far as just being a friend, she seems to be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, like I said, everybody that I'd once talked to always has their stuff going on, so.
Well, it sounds like you're stuck in a problem, is that fair to say, that's affecting multiple areas of your life? It sounds like it's a problem at home, it's a problem at work, and it's starting to be a problem here at the clinic.
Yeah.
So if you had to put a name to that problem, what would you say that we'd call it?
too much going on, overwhelming stress.
Too much going on, overwhelming stress. Can you tell me a bit about the last time that too much going on, overwhelming stress happened? What occurred?
Well, I feel like I kind of had a breakdown at work last week. It was one of those days. I had a rough morning. I came in and everything seemed to go wrong, and it was a particularly demanding day, and I lost it. I ended up yelling at one of the customers. My boss told me to just chill out and take a minute, and I'm grateful that he didn't fire me, but I went out and I took a few minutes, and I I used then, and it worked. I came back in, but I feel like while it calms me down, it also makes me quite forgetful, and I just don't feel like I was on the ball then the rest of the afternoon.
I see.
So there's just no middle ground, really.
Can you tell me a bit about a time that maybe too much going on, overwhelming stress wasn't a problem?
Yeah, before I had a lot of other responsibilities to take care of, and someone else was helping to take care of me and the household. Before my daughter, before my mom needed help, and it was just me and this other guy I was living with, and he was helping, and money wasn't a problem. Work was easy, and I didn't have to worry about anybody else.
Can you tell me maybe a bit more about how work was easier?
Well, I was working a different job then, and it was a pretty relaxed environment. You know, it was pretty much 8 to 5. You know, it's kind of somewhat of a desk job, just filing things away, and it was pretty easy. You know, I didn't have to deal with a lot of customers. I didn't have to be on my feet for, 12 hours at a time sometimes.
Well, it sounds like you're going through a lot here, and you're not receiving a whole lot of support. So it sounds like you're maybe stuck in this cycle of overwhelming stress that causes you to use, that you can't seem to pick yourself out of. Is that true?
Yeah.
So how would we go about, do you think, doing something different with that script that you told me about?
Well, I feel like I need a better coping mechanism. Just something other than what I'm currently using to make me feel better, or to at least make me either be able to handle the stress a little bit more, or something for me to look forward to that isn't dangerous for me. I mean, I could handle the stress part a little bit better if I felt like there was something else for me to calm down with, an outlet, or something I can do or take, or something. I don't know what that thing is. I just know what I want it to not be.
Yeah. So we offer a mindfulness meditation course here at the clinic. Do you feel like maybe that would be a healthy outlet for you if we signed you up for those classes?
Well, what kind of time are we talking about?
Oh, I believe that it's at 7 a.m.
That might be kind of hard sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, have you thought about maybe attending 12-step programs?
Not really.
No? Well, I know that
That'd be
they're...
helpful?
Yeah, it might set you up to where, not only would you have different coping mechanisms to think about, but you'd also have more people in your life that could offer you support.
That would be nice.
Okay. Well, I can give you a meeting list. I know that they've got them all hours of the day.
Okay.
And so you might be able to find one that you could fit into your schedule.
That'd be good.
Okay. Well, that's something that we can work on. You can try and find one that you're comfortable attending between now and our next session, and we can think about different ways that we could find outcomes to this overwhelming stress, too much going on in the meantime.
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming in today. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for talking to me.
Yeah.